What's up, Helix users? This is Steve Sterlacci, and today I'm going to be answering the question on whether or not your Helix can just completely replace your pedal board on the spot without any preparation. I ran into this situation a couple weeks ago. Right now, we are out on tour with Jessica Lynn. I'm sitting here with Audrey. We have been traveling for about 2.5 weeks now. We got a couple days off here in South Dakota, and I wanted to talk a little bit about this vlog I did at the Sweetwater Studio A few weeks back. We had been asked to do a live studio recording on their Studio A floor, very, very properly, very professional. It was such a great opportunity, but I have my Helix dialed in to go to front of house live. When I got there, I was kind of like, okay, well, what do I do here? Because they gave us full reign to pick whatever gear we wanted and they can make it happen and put it in their studio. It's that advanced and that well stocked, if you will. So let me know in the comments what you would have made your dream rig if you could in the comments. Be sure to stick around for the end of the video and I'll tell you how you can get this preset and download it. So as for me, being a Helix guy, obviously my presets are all pre-dialed in and ready to go to front of house, especially for the songs that we're playing. But the engineer wanted to do a dry line to the amplifier in the soundproof guitar room. So I'm in my head trying to figure out the best way to do this, thinking. He wanted the dry line after my drive pedals, so the amp would just be getting the dry guitar pedals, and he would probably blend in the process signal. But then I have so many snapshots dialed in differently that I don't think it would have worked out the way that that he was intending it to, and it was going to just cause more headaches on his end. So I decided to start a fresh preset completely and build a pedal board from scratch on the fly right there on the Helix on the floor. And I did this all in about a few minutes. And all I really did was add a couple of drives, modulations, delay, and reverb. It was a really simple setup. The drive pedals I did from scratch based on the amp that I heard in the room. It was a Friedman Dirty Shirley mic'd up in their ISO booth with a whole bunch of different very expensive microphones. So I also didn't want to go direct and use my Helix with the opportunity of playing through such an expensive amp, through expensive mics, and through a top-of-the-line professional studio. I actually wanted to hear what this would sound like going through that setup rather than just going directly in with my Helix. So here's a look at the board as I used it. This mix is just controlling the reverb. If you watch the vlog, you'll see him ask for a little bit less reverb. But I set that to be a parameter control just for the solo to give it a little bit more. And then you have your tremolo, the rotary, and then just regular drive pedals. Use this all as a regular pedal board. And to copy and paste this stuff, I would just go to my other preset using this. This I could still press in, but I can't rotate it. And I would just go over, I'd hit action, and then I would copy the block, come back to this preset, and then I would just hit paste block right there. And that got me through this, like I said, in a matter of minutes. And I had a fully functioning, perfect pedal board with the exact parameters that I would typically use. You could also use favorites, but I don't know if I have these exact ones saved as favorites, but I definitely should do that just in case I'm ever in this situation again. But copying and pasting works also, but I think favorites would be a little bit quicker if I had just done that and added it to favorites and added a new one and just changed the name of it to that specific song's tremolo, and that would have been fine. And the other really important thing was that I had to change my 1/4 inch out to be a instrument level so that it is acting as a pedal board. Normally, I have the 1/4 inch out set to be a line level because it's typically going to my FR speaker on stage. But in this particular case, I had to switch that to instrument so it's like a real pedal board going into the front end of an amp. And for this, I didn't even use snapshots. I just used it as a straight up pedal board to literally act as if I had a pedal board plugging into their amp setup. And I just went old school. I just tapped them on and off when I needed them, and I had the exact dialed in things that I used on the recordings, the actual studio recordings that we made, and the actual live preset that I typically would use. And it was so easy to do this that this whole thing took me literally minutes to throw together, not even. And it's just a testament to how well thought out and laid out the Helix is, because if I had been using one of the other units, I don't know if I would have been able to throw this together so quickly and getting it to sound so good right off the bat just from building a pedal board within, like I said, minutes. And I can't complain about it. I think it came out great. We're going to find out. Hopefully we get it back in a few days now, and I'll be sure to link it below. If you haven't seen the vlog going through that actual process, I'll link it here also. And yeah, that's how I use the Helix to completely replace a pedal board within a matter of minutes in a studio when I had the heat on me. Time was of the essence. I had to rush through this and get it done, and I'm really happy with the results. So thanks for checking out the video. I will put the preset up on my website. I'll link it down below for you guys to check out and download. It's nothing fancy. It's just a regular straightforward pedal board, but it got the job done, and it's the one that I used in the video, so it's kind of cool if you're into that sort of thing. It says that it's a purchase thing, but you could just type in $0, or if you want to throw anything in there, that's more than welcome, but you could just write $0 and it'll send you a link to download it, and you can get this pedal board for yourself. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.